My name is Kaiju95, and today I'll be reviewing the premium Bandai version of the high-grade Universal Century Gundam MK.3. When looking at the Gundam MK.3, it's a variant made after the Mark II and is the original form of the Zeta Gundam without Kamyu's modification. In doing so, the Gundam MK.3 is a far more simple variant of the Zeta Gundam that can transform to the Wing Rider mode. When looking at the sculpt, the head is basically the Zeta's. This goes the same for the torso and abdomen. The legs, while mostly the same, does have a smaller thruster attached. The shoulders are similar, but the similarities end there. When looking at the arms, unlike the Zeta, which has a more rigid and square-shaped arm, the MK.3 has a more circular form, a feature that Kamyu would later change. The jetpacks, or boosters on the back, is also different, or to be precise, completely different, as rather than the wings that would become those of the Wave Rider, where there are spikes on top of the thrusters being located in the middle. A fact that any one of my viewers would have recognized is that unlike the Zeta Gundam, which happens to be a combination of the red, white, and blue, similar to that of the United States, the MK.3 is 85 to 90% composed of a similar light or sky blue paint job. Only a small portion of the parts are colored in red. Even though I like the Zeta Gundam's color scheme, I'm also a fan of the MK.3 as the current color scheme is very reminiscent of certain fighter jets used today, providing a sense of realism to my real robo show. When it comes to stickers, the MK.3 tries to minimize the use of them as only the lights on the chest and the eyes alongside the head camera are composed of a green sticker. Articulation, this is a mess, really. Well, the head can move left and right very freely, unlike the high-grade version of the Zeta Gundam, and up and down. The arms, they are movable. They're versatile, this and this, but the disadvantage of this is that they actually fall off very easily, so playing around with these are almost impossible. Yeah. The elbows can only bend about 90 degrees. Very disappointing. There is a bicep swivel, but it is doable. And the hand is a full 360, but then again, like the Zeta Gundam, it falls off very easily, so playability gone. Waist can move, fairly alright. And it doesn't fall off very easily. Oh, sorry, it does. It falls off very easily. Let's just reattach this shit. There we go, attached. The skirt piece, it's your standard Gundam skirt piece. The legs, they are versatile enough, but the problem is that the skirt armor actually prevents it from being more versatile, so it's very basic, but then again, basic for a gunpla is a lot, especially compared to some other figures. The knees can bend a full 90 degrees, more than 90 degrees, but this is pretty good. The feet can move tries to move full 360, but these parts here actually prevent it from doing so. Oh, the skirt here, immobile. And here, the wings, they are very versatile indeed. Oh, there's also separate articulation for the wings here as well, so yeah, falls off very easily. No wonder they didn't mass produce this. When it comes to accessories, the MK.3 is your run-of-the-norm gunpla, as besides your holding hands, it also comes with bitch-slapping hands. A firearm or a beam rifle is also included. By looking at the design, it seems to be one that has less firepower than the Zeta's beam rifle and more akin to the one held by the Hyakushiki. However, the most unique aspect regarding the MK.3's accessories is that it comes with a secondary firearm. By the looks of it, this one seems to be more akin to a shotgun due to its bulkier frame alongside the shorter barrel. Finally, there's a shield that is fine, but nothing over the top. Also, a point to note, the shield, it does attach fairly easily, just like this. Like, as I said, it attaches very easily. Disadvantage, on the other hand, is that it falls off very easily. See, it just fell off. So if you want to pose the Mark III with the shield, good luck. When it comes to size, the Mark III is in a small gunpla, as the frame can hold itself up very well. Here's the Gundam Mark III next to the high-grade Gundam, the origin version, the SH Monsterarts Godzilla 2021, and a personal favorite anime character in figma form, Tanya von Degerchoff. The Mark III over here is an interesting kit as it perfectly portrays a Zeta Gundam variant that has never seen before while improving on the frame of the previous high-grade Zeta Gundam. While the real grade Zeta Gundam holds a special place in my heart, please see my Zeta Gundam review, I beg you. I can clearly say that this is the best Zeta Gundam variant out in the market right now. If only Bandai didn't release this as a premium figure. Still, if you can get your hands on this, I would definitely recommend this kit if you're a fan of Gunpla or that of the Zeta Gundam. Miserable indeed. This Gundam is very disappointing indeed. I will say it is better than the high-grade variant of the Zeta Gundam, but you know, it's still a bloody mess. The joints fall off too easily. Posability is, you know, for, you know, let's say a DX Dynazenon, great actually. But for a Gunpla, especially like a 21st century 2020 Gunpla, yeah, I've seen better with the Moon Gundam and even like early real grades. That's saying a lot. And they say Gunpla is much, how should I say, much more better when it comes to playability than what, let's say, NSH monsterarts. But I'll tell you this right now. This guy has way more playability and, how should I say it, articulation, stability than this guy. I thought Bandai had better, what do you call it, tech when it comes to Gunpla, but, you know, after seeing this guy, yeah, that fallacy's out the gate. A perfect Zeta Gundam, I'll say. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, unfortunately, especially in 1 out of 144th scale. Probably the best right now, like for me, with personal customization, is the real grade Zeta Gundam. But then again, like if you don't know how to customize, and if you just entered Gunpla, a fucking mess indeed. So, you know, just like the Wing Gundam, I wish they released a 2.0 version of this, but that's a hope. I know, just hoping for something is probably the biggest torment in the world. Disappointing indeed. This video is brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you. So I don't ask for your help. I beg for it! On what, you might ask? This. And this. Please. I beg you.